Alright. Welcome back to the Daily Grind at the Main Game Edition, and we're up to episode 53. So let's check out the daily challenges for today, and let's get started. Alright, looks like we got a Heart of Rage, 2 legendary missions, a Stronghold, and daily weapons. Is that the Weapon Master thing we gotta do 3 times? Yes, indeedy. Alright. So let's work on our way to get our legendary... it's legendary missions. I got fooled once before. I thought they were contracts. Lucky I read the comments on that video the other day. I got fooled by that too. So we'll start off with the legendary missions for today. So let's hop on into our Storm Javelin. See if we get lucky and get some good drops. Select a legendary mission. GM1 or GM2? We'll try GM2, see how it goes. Give me a combo sigil. Gear sigil. You know me. The lightning before the thunder. Lightning sigil. And let's get this expedition started. Let's go. Let's set the 2-liter water. Let's get some going. Come on, low being Captain. I got lightning fingers. Man, I swear I work on one javelin suit, bring it up, kick ass. As soon as I see another one, I'm like, oh man, poor javelin's getting neglected, and I feel like that's my storm current. Let's go. But seriously, yeah, they're really pushing the legendary mission a little bit too much. Doing 2 every day. Well, I wouldn't mind if you had like a high chance of getting the legendary drop. Play this once a week, once a day. Go Colossi.
You should be getting close to the tomb.
You really think the monster General Tarsus fought was the Cenotaph?
Honestly, I can't wait to find out. Picking up Dominion chatter in the area. Watch your back.
Oh, I know. I remember what this tomb's at. I was going the right way. Around here, around the corner. Bear with me, folks. My eyes are killing me. Allergy season, you gotta love it. Am I the only one that passed? Okay, there they are.
We're inside. Look at this place.
Great. I've got Halep practically climbing my amplifier to watch.
You think this is really it? The general soon?
Let's find out.
Be careful. Just because humans couldn't find the tomb all these years doesn't mean it's empty.
Which is a whole 46 meg, damn. Well, I believe the other night I got this Relentless Blaze legendary version of the auto rifle. One 5 shots target lit on fire. Damn. I hits off like a snake. Click on her. Hey, Moogle.
What's up, man?
Not much, man. Stream, man. I'm streaming right now.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the stream. Yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, man, it's awesome. Thank you. A little bit of Skyrim.
You know, and you know you're all there, but stop and say hello.
Yeah. Watched Endgame yesterday. Game of Thrones tonight. It's been an interesting weekend for people with the last name Stark. That's all I'm saying. You seen any of that yet?
No, I'm waiting for old episodes
see
to
any
come
of it
out.
soon?
And I could get a month of HBO Go with a Fire Stick and catch up on that season.
Hold on. Give me my
Where are the rest of these
Let's try
critters?
again. Oh,
Oh, don't tell me we gotta do the puzzles again.
Talk to me, Faye. How do I get this door open?
The control mechanism must be inside this room. Take another look around for me.
Might check one, too.
That's the control for the lock. See what you can do with it.
I'm still here. You're good.
That's it.
Good. Keep going. And be respectful. You're in the presence of General Tarsus.
Okay.
There we go.
More scorpions? Damn it! Clean out these pests.
I'll do what I can.
Alright, Mr. Colossus, you're not gonna pick them up?
But yeah, Zeus, I decided to go a little old school. Went back to Skyrim.
Nice. Start another playthrough.
The only playthrough I've got.
Oh, I thought you started with the character. Play the whole thing again.
More doors.
So where are you in the story?
This place uptight.
Of course they did. They were protecting their leader's resting place.
The story.
Alright, what part or what'd you do in Skyrim?
Well, I mean, you know that's a subjective term in Elder Scrolls games. Like, are you talking about the main story?
First question was actually in the main story, or where you are currently in the story.
Okay, the main story I am at the point where you meet the old guy from the
We
Blades
should look around the room a bit. The clues we need might be nearby.
in Riften, in the catacombs.
Nice.
Obviously, we're not talking about Anthem because I'm not recognizing the storyline you're talking about.
Doors opening.
He went back to
Have you
replay
played
this.
Skyrim?
Oh no, no.
Oh, well, I can't help that.
I had someone trying to talk me into playing some of the Elder Scrolls Online thing, but
Faye?
Elder Scrolls Online, I think, is a lot of fun, but you definitely want friends to play with, otherwise it's just a... But I'll say this, if you've never played an Elder Scrolls game before, you'll probably enjoy Elder Scrolls Online a lot more because it's more like a traditional MMO than it is a multiplayer Skyrim game.
Faye?
okay,
We have
makes
a-
sense.
Complication.
He's a cipher projection. A strong one.
Yeah,
Hello again, freelancer.
I don't need another game to get invested in at the moment. I got a few too many that I
What
want
do
to
you want?
finish working through, including this one.
I want her javelin.
Although I'm,
Yeah.
Conquered the heart of rage.
Why?
real life comes first, and I can't
Left behind.
overextend myself.
Her legacy. He's still
Yeah, I get that.
Keep him talking while I
Although I am now up to a
You think
551
you're the next General Tarsus?
storm.
I had no idea the Dominion was
Not
that
bad.
delusional.
My number's getting higher.
need to be enemies, freelancer. You think I even get one?
So maybe one of these I can actually play with you. There, Zeus.
Definitely. Maybe a GM1. Probably get some good stuff.
Imagine all the
Start getting you some
good things we
Masterworks.
do. We decide what's best for the world.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Creation
5,
at our fingertips.
6 of them. Unfortunately, so far it's given me
What happened
two
to
of the
people
same
who lost it matters more to me.
handgun, regular,
The javelin of dawn.
what is it, heavy pistol, and one fast pistol, and I play a storm, so neither one of those is all that helpful.
One
But
javelin in exchange for
I'm still running my
Best
third level
choice.
37 Guardian just because it's got a bunch of luck on
I'm
it.
picking up Dominion soldiers in
Luck
the
is
area.
always in your benefit.
No, there
If
is
you
no
could get yours
javelin.
around 90%, you'd be golden.
Get glitched.
I'm at about 55.
Not bad.
What are you running at the moment?
I think when I was on my Colossus, I was either around 90. It was 126, but I think I swapped out a part that didn't have luck on it.
Faye?
Dominion
better
forces
build,
are
but-
already in the tomb. Get out fast.
I
We can't
think
lose the signet.
on my storm right now is either 50 or 70, because no way, it's probably 50 because I dropped out of weapon to a different one. I didn't have luck. Yeah, so I'm running like around 50.
Can you
I'll double check.
so when you play, no, what I was gonna say is when you play with other people, so basically at a certain point, if, once you've done all the regular missions, which I pretty much have now, and get to the point where you're doing the missions that then unlock your legendary missions, contracts or whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Not the legendary mission, the legendary contract. So when you run a legendary contract with somebody else, you get a guaranteed masterwork off of their contract.
You get one off of yours and off of theirs. As long as they run it, you get A legendary component. Those are pretty handy.
Or, yeah, I'm sorry, Masterwork component, right? The Masterwork, not a legendary. Correct?
Correct.
So, I've got two precursor missions followed by the legendary mission, so if that interests you at all, I can get you some parts. Oh, you're probably only looking for legendary parts at this point.
Well, I am looking for legendaries. Oh, they're so hard to drop sometimes.
If you were looking for Masterworks parts, I can help you out with that.
Well, sometimes you get lucky with a good masterwork drop.
Yeah. So... Alright, I got a dialogue I have to listen to. Give me a minute.
No problem. Let's see where the enemies are. Goddamn frost wolves. Oh, what the hell? How the hell did we get all dropped like that? What the hell happened there? Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up. There's someone from the past we haven't heard in a while. There's someone from the past we haven't heard in a while.
So, y'all?
How's it going, Pat?
What's up? What's up?
Not much.
You getting like a double echo from
Not
your
much.
mic? You getting a double echo from your mic? What's that?
I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm just gonna ask how Anthem is now.
Dude, after that patch and brought in that new stronghold, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Have they done any new powers, anything? Javelins or anything? Or?
All they did is brought in a new. Stronghold, a new second cell. They did some balances, some changes. They introduced some new universal gear. No new powers. No new powers. No nothing big like that.
Nah. Any new levels otherwise than the new stronghold?
Just stronghold.
I ain't missing that then.
Stronghold's pretty nice, man. The stronghold's pretty nice, man. It's different than all the ones.
Yeah. It's been about almost a month since I played that game.
Well, I think even Zeus would have to agree that for a long time they didn't give you a whole lot of reason to.
What, the payoff is nice now? Payout's actually nice now.
Too many explosions happening. What was that again?
I said the payout is actually nice now.
Yeah, there's some good drops. Got a legendary yesterday.
It was beautiful.
I just got tired of playing this shit for like hours, days in, and stuff like that, and not getting a legendary drop whatsoever.
Or there's this thing that's
Playing.
kind of like reset your characters pilot data basically. You create a new javelin, hop in,
replay, hop out, go back to the forge,
javelin you're gonna
go on to the javelin you're gonna play, delete that
javelin that you need with that
javelin that you need with that stock equipment,
and it kind of resets your data. Resets your numbers. That echo.
Oh,
That echo is terrible.
alright, I'm gonna hop off, y'all. It's good talking to y'all.
Catch me later, Pat.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that was. Oh no, but it's still there.
No, wait for it.
Oh no, it's gone. Oh, much better.
I don't know how that happens sometimes, man.
But
It happens when somebody's talking through a Kinect, so you're basically getting a feedback loop. Hey, what did you do with Yaro's conversation with Janny? When he's trying to get her to tell
Just say
Kismet's
let
story?
her be.
The tomb is clear, but there are more outside.
And what was his reaction?
Truly nothing. You can't like back down, push it on her. Like give her space, give her time, and if she wants to tell the story, she'll tell it. Cause Jenny and that whole thing, to me, it seemed like a painful memory.
Yeah. On the other hand, she needs to deal with her anger and whatever issue is going on. But but yeah, it kind of strikes me as if you take Yaro's side at this point, she's going to be pissy.
Yeah. I kind of took her side at that point. And eventually she does it herself and she puts it on the wall in her words and did the memory justice, I believe. So many turrets.
We're in the clear, I think.
That was close. I'm getting really sick of that guy.
I'll admit, I didn't expect us to run into this much trouble. I expected dangerous wildlife. Maybe skulls.
This is the second time I've run into the Monitor. I think I'd actually prefer an R6.
Some of the team has made it back to the Strider. Come on home.
Look on this straight is reinforced with a cage on top.
Alright. Well, there's that. Ooh, new contract. Out.
Well, that finishes the first legendary mission for the dailies.
Ah, crud, my dailies probably just... when did the dailies reset? I was on earlier.
I believe... What time is it right now? 3:30. I'm guessing like in 5-6 hours maybe?
Oh, that wouldn't be too bad. Daily legendary missions to get the Elysian key, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I need legendary missions. Did you say you just finished yours? Or
I just finished one.
you want to? Are you going to do another?
Yeah. I'll set up a lobby, just let me head back to the Tarsus and get rid of these inventory
Alright.
stuff.
Yeah, it says I was last seen 11 minutes ago playing Skyrim, babe. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, it showed like you logged on again after you reconnected your mic. It's some weird shit.
Yeah, I'm still on party with Zeus.
Some strange things going on Xbox Live tonight, huh?
Well, y'all also got to remember, I'm in the preview program, so there's no telling what's going on over here on my end.
I'm on the same boat as you, man.
Are you in skip ahead?
I think so, because like it seems like every other night I hear my Xbox powering up like around 3 a.m. update. Or sometimes when I just doze off and I just leave YouTube playing, I just hear the audio cut and it's like, it's time for an update. I'm like, I wake up, I'm like, damn, gotta do an update. I look around at the dog. Dog, why do you need to let the update happen automatically? Dog looks back at me, he's like, I don't have thumbs. Damn dog.
I'm kind of tempted to get this standing backflip emote just to have something different. I'm not usually one for that kind of stuff, but are there other things that you can actually get other than that one? Or can you only buy the featured stuff?
You can buy some of the feature stuff changes in and out, and there's some usually a few in the forge. You go to animations. They usually have some other ones on there, or like the basic ones they had. Let's see. Let's send an invite out. Last seen 11 minutes ago on Elder Scrolls. Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll report it as a bug in a little bit when I'm done.
Let's try and GM one for you.
Yeah, so other than the featured stuff, is there like a store for emotes or something, or is it just whatever is up right now?
What I've seen so far is mostly like in a rotation with the store, or if it gets shown within the week, it's in there for a week before the weekly reset. Because I would.
Okay, so it's just like so it's just those 6 items.
Yeah.
The backflip actually looks the funniest when you're Colossus.
Colossus doing backflips.
One of the guys I play with plays a Colossus, and it's absolutely hilarious.
Out of curiosity, I want to see this backflip.
I don't play Anthem, but I've seen large people doing backflips, and it is hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it. Oh crap!
Like if I had ever physically been capable of doing a backflip, watching that much large flip over in the air would have been hilarious. Hey Lydia, what's up?
Standing backflip. Whoop.
Hey Zeus, when you're not streaming, I have a question for you regarding the Elder Scrolls.
Alright.
It's not appropriate for the stream.
Save it when I'm off stream, man. Probably when I'm done with all these dailies. There's a few.
It just concerns Argonians. I got questions, and nobody's been able to give me an answer.
That has to do something with the maid?
No, it has to do with mating. Like, okay, I'm going to put this out there a little bit, but not entirely. You can get some crossbreeds in the Elder Scrolls games, right? Like in Oblivion, you could be a half-orc, which means that you know that humans and orcs are compatible. But you've never seen like a half Khajiit or a half Argonian. And Khajiit I kind of get, you know, with the tail and all. But we also know from playing other Elder Scrolls games that the Argonians lay eggs. So, like, do they even have what it takes to crossbreed with the other races? Or are we talking like a total ovipositor situation here? Kind of like a snake.
Well, I'm no biologist or scientist.
This is the time I have.
I know a lot of people probably ask the same question too, but I'm guessing you gotta go down to basics of, I guess, animal reproductive. Are they mostly based on a certain type of reptile? Or are they more like snakes? Or are they
I don't know,
more
man.
amphibian?
I mean, have you seen Argonians? They are amphibious. They can breathe underwater. But see, in the Elder Scrolls, they can get breasts. They're scaly breasts, but they're breasts.
I know they have a humanoid form.
Yeah.
And the children are born in offspring and eggs, so we have to think of some type of equivalent to a lizard creature that gives off legs or gives off eggs, and kind of build the basis on there, like a theory, or try and find some lore that'll explain it.
I went to Bethesda.net and asked in the forums, and they shut down my thread.
Damn. And I remember a thread on, I can't remember where on Reddit, they're asking a bunch of questions on the anatomical structures of all the alien races from Mass Effect, and they started talking about the Turians and what was it, Cloaca, and how that is similar to there, and how they reproduce, how they make more Turians.
Well,
did you read that thread?
Again, because the Turians are like the Vulcans. The Turians come from a bird type species.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hence the backward legs. But they also have a unique feature of being slightly metallic. You know, that's why they have the plates. They've admitted that although they don't provide much protection, they still have metallic skin. And they also have a non-dextrose-based diet. They can't eat human food, like popcorn.
They're dextrose-based.
Oh, they are dextrose-based? Then what is it? Either way, they can't eat human food.
Yeah, because they're dextrose.
In Andromeda, Vela, Vera,
Sending you the location now?
the Quarians are also...
Shall we? Owen,
dextro-based.
do you want to link
Like
in
our
on this?
DNA structure, we're a double helix. I
Well,
believe the
that's
dextrose
weird
is
then,
a
because
triple
Tally
helix.
totally gets drunk on
That's
human
not how that
alcohol.
saying goes.
Oh,
She wasn't drinking
Right,
human
I'll just,
alcohol. She was drinking Turian brandy on that one scene
The
from Mass
tomb
Effect
of General
with the
Tarsus.
emergency
You mean where she
induction
gets totally
port.
shit-faced?
Yes,
According to Zim, it is.
one of my
I
favorite
hope we
ones.
find her javelin buried with her.
Tally shit.
The
Yeah.
javelin of dawn.
Emergency induction
Tarsus
port,
in the
and that just
That's
stuck
a
in the
children's
back of my
tale.
mind.
She fights a storm monster and steals his voice to make a sword.
Yes, but you have
I
You
gotta
remember
get
that
to a
part of the
priest of
story?
Rage is
arcade
a
before
monster.
what?
Fair point.
I was asking Chick Movie, you remember that part from the story? ME3.
What's up? What's this?
When Tally got drunk,
You should be getting close to the tomb.
You really
Was
think
Mass
the
Effect
General
2?
Tarsus fought was the cenotaph?
Nah, see that's the
think
problem.
we'll see.
I really
Picking up
I only
Dominion
played.
chat from the
I
area.
really only
Watch your
played
back.
Mass Effect 3's campaign through. I bought the other so I could play them, and you know, like part of me wants to go back and do that, and part of me is like, yeah, what? Yeah, when am I going to do that?
yeah, whenever you.
Okay, so in 3 then, what? I gotta ask then, 3, did you side with the Geth or the Quarian?
Me or Chipmunk?
Him, the guy that only played Mass Effect 3 and obviously didn't have a previous save to make the union happen.
Grabbing my amplifier.
Right.
Watch.
You think this is really it? The General's tomb?
Let's find out.
Because if you carried over a
Just
save
because
from Mass
humans couldn't
Effect
find the
2
tomb all these years doesn't
and
mean
you
it's
had
empty.
managed to save everybody and work with both Legion and Tally, you could create a union between the Quarians and the Geth and get both forces for 3. But if you did not, you have to pick a
It
side.
must be
Right.
next.
And I'm asking which
It won't
side
be
he
long.
chose. Because there's only one right answer.
Okay then.
Talk about putting him in the spot.
Well, it is the
Yeah.
stream, man. We gotta put him on the spot.
The sad thing is, I really. Man, I'm not sure.
Play
I
the fifth.
remember.
Play the fifth.
I
Well,
really
here's
don't know that I.
why there's only one right answer. If you side with the Geth, Tally commits suicide.
Yeah, she takes
She
off
pulls her
face
mask
mask,
off on Randall and jumps
takes
off a
that
cliff.
fucking
But if you side with the Quarians, you lose basically the ultimate synthetic firepower in the universe.
Oh yeah.
But Tally still all loves you and gets freaky and mid. So, what's the right answer here? And who did you side with? The correct answer is you always side with the Geth. Because if she wants to commit suicide because you can't see it her way, then let the bitch go. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. I apologize, Zeus. I shouldn't be saying that in your stream.
Yeah. That was a little strong.
This stream does not advocate suicide. In fact, if you're having suicidal thoughts, we highly encourage you to contact the suicide hotline and get help.
Thank you, man.
This is
Yes.
your public service announcement.
If you are committing suicide, that's bad, okay?
That's the control for the lock.
There's always a
See
point.
what
You
can
always
do with
reach
it.
out for help. Just look up on your local place of call, search the internet. There's always someone out there that you can find out to give you help.
Feel free to join the party, man. We will talk you out of it because although I advocate fictional suicide, I do not advocate real suicide. Video game characters can
of
die, and that's
non-existent
fine.
alien races. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Wow.
I do not advocate real people
Wait,
committing
look at the
very
wall.
bad
Do
real
you see that
acts.
carving?
There is always hope.
Matches the control.
Somebody out there loves you, trust me.
Oh yeah.
Even if your mom doesn't, I tell you what, I do. Give me a call. Hit the stream. Let Zeus know. I'll talk. I got nothing but time.
You just became a suicide hotline, Zeus.
Yeah. Tell me your problems. You ever need help, I'm always there. It only takes that one
Hey
minute to
man,
reach out and just help.
if you can't do something
And
good
it-
with the stream, why stream?
And if Zeus isn't there, Jesus is.
True that.
I don't know that I go that far now. That's-
24 hours a day.
Okay, but what if you're Muslim,
Oh, I would.
Jewish, or Hindu?
The equivalents of that.
Okay, well. I gotta get to this. Yeah. I gotta get to this shrine before this sanguine vampire sets in. Because I can't be a vampire. It does not look good on your resume.
Nope. And who likes an employee that burns in the sun?
Oh, I don't like going out in the sun, but it makes Skyrim really hard.
You're crippled for half the day all the time? You know you're out.
Yeah,
if you're turned vampire in that game, is it permanent?
You could kill yourself.
More doors. The Legion
Well,
sealed this place up tight.
No, it's
Of course they
well,
do.
it depends. Do you have the Dawnguard expansion?
I have all the expansions. But I
Once
thought
you become,
there was a way to cure
if you
yourself
play on
in
Xbox
vanilla.
One, well, there is if you have regular, but if you have Dawnguard, you can actually turn yourself into a vampire lord that feeds on the populace. And I think once you do that, going back, you get like bat wings and crap. Like once you're committed, you're committed.
Oh yeah.
You can't just like go to a priest of Arcade and be like, Father, forgive me, I have sinned. You know, I have the blood of like 12 people today. Let's get this, cleared up a little, like acne. I think once you go full on Vampire Lord, you're just boop.
Because I know the Vampire Lord, he could overpower you being a werewolf.
Yep. You can cure the werewolfism from the companions line though.
You can cure them all and keep the gift.
In the vanilla game, there actually is a way to become like I think a permanent werewolf. I won't swear to that, but the werewolf you become when joining the companions, they actually give you the cure for the entire group as part of the companions quest line.
Are you wanting to watch this whole sequence, or do you want to hold down B?
I'm holding down B, but I guess you can't skip these yet. I know you can do it in the normal story, but in the legendary missions they have it disabled.
You know what this means?
I've been holding down B since it started.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just started holding down B, but
We have a
we don't know a third who came into here, do we?
It's a full team.
I'm not in there. I don't know an Anthem.
Happy to see you.
Okay, but I gotta ask.
what do you want?
Hold on. Let's see what your gamer tag
The one
is.
javelin.
Chipmunk.
The one that conquered the heart.
Okay, yeah, Chipmunk. As somebody who's only played Mass Effect 3, as someone whose sole experience with the trilogy is the end, what did you personally think of the ending?
You think you're the next general?
Okay,
Process?
so first off,
I had no idea the
to be
Dominion was
fair,
delusional.
We don't need to be enemies,
in
realize.
grad school, one of my buddies was playing the first one, and I saw an awful lot, and he played that through like multiple times. So I've seen a good chunk of the storyline of at least one of them. I don't think I saw much of Mass Effect 2, but
Okay,
so
but still.
so full disclosure, I've seen pieces. I didn't think.
What happens to the people of Bastion matters more to
I'm
me.
trying to remember.
Precious to you have them. Just give me the
Had I down? Cause see, they did that whole like repaired ending download thing, and I don't know whether I did the.
in exchange for all those lives.
All the thing the extended cut DLC did for the ending, it just gave you another option to let her say
there
"fuck
is
the
no
world,"
challenge.
shoot the ghost child, Siller,
Get glitched.
and it just caused a different ending. You still have,
And
Red
it does
Blue,
add a
Green.
little bit of clarification to some of the other endings.
Oh,
Like it
yeah.
adds in, it doesn't, like for instance, it shows how everybody actually got to the ship if you take the synchronization ending.
Dominion forces are already in the tomb. Get out
It shows
fast.
everybody
I-
loading up
Signet.
as they escape orbit.
And I think I either watched it on the web or I think I actually made sure that I saved in such a place that I could go back and do all three endings.
Yeah.
And so, I thought. It's been so long that I'm just not remembering it well.
Okay, that's fair.
I seem to recall that I didn't hate the different endings. There was at least one where I was sitting there thinking, so wait, what do you? Oh no, it was when Mass Effect Andromeda came out, and all of a sudden now they're like he does this thing that theoretically alters the universe or whatever kind of a thing, and then but it doesn't affect the people. If you kind of add two and two together.
It didn't affect the universe, though. It only affected the Milky Way galaxy where the reach was operating.
Right, which
they left the Milky Way and entered the Andromeda galaxy, which is why it's called Andromeda.
Yeah, and they
left before the events of Mass Effect 3.
Mm-hmm. So they got out when the getting was good.
Well, that was sort of the after explanation, but you get more of the impression. I got the impression watching the original videos that the whole Reaper reset of things went beyond just the sort of all of existence or whatever. But
they do
maybe I
dark
just
space
read that in
galaxy to galaxy, but it takes them like 50,000 years to get to the next one and the next. They wait till the light.
That I never heard. I know it takes 50,000 years for the reset of the Milky Way. Every 50,000 years they do a purge.
Yeah, what do you think? They just go around, they go outside and they just wait? I think they go to other galaxies or something.
Well, they never specified that, and as far as we know, all of the available life in the Andromeda galaxy, or at least in the cluster we joined, was a product of a higher species.
Yeah, and I believe that higher species were even higher than the Protheans.
Yeah.
The Protheans got their stuff from them. That's one thing we don't know. I would love to hear clarification on that. I would love to see that like they're doing on Andromeda too.
Here's hoping. Yeah, here's hoping we get more Mass Effect at all, because I've heard the sales of Anthem aren't good, and if the next Dragon Age flops too, this could be the end of BioWare, unfortunately.
Well, with the sales reports I heard, this game came second to sales overall compared to M3. First month, February, mid-March. I don't know how it's doing now.
Second to what game?
Mass Effect 3. This is their second highest grossing game.
Yeah.
And that's including all the digital sales they made in the marketplace with all the shards, stuff you can buy the cosmetics armor parts with. But trust me, I don't see why people saying like, oh, it's not that popular. I've been on Twitch. I've seen this like 8,000 people streaming this compared to Fortnite, which was down to 4.
Andromeda or Anthem?
Anthem.
Oh, I'm just telling you what the actual report was that like I was reading online. Reports said that Anthem did not meet sales expectations for EA, and another report said that as of the last poll, 50% of
EA's things
50% of the initial airbase
we're going to get 90% of the existing population of the world to like our games, or else we're going to throw a hissy.
But they're also the ones that control whether or not your studio gets shut down. And if you don't make their expectations, ask Visceral what happens. And Pandemic. And
Pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, the creators of the original Star Wars Battlefront. Ask them what happens when you don't meet sales expectations. Oh, wait, that's right, you can't. They closed the studio.
I can think of a few things that EA is an abbreviation for, but I won't say them while he's streaming.
I heard them all. EA is in your ass and a bunch of shit like that, but fuck.
and he's absolutely right about some things. It's rough out there. I mean, in the immortal words of a movie, I don't remember which one. It's hard out there for a film, but EA is like the #1 closer of third-party studios in the video game industry. And unfortunately, BioWare, I believe, got in bed with the wrong company when they chose to seek outside funding besides Microsoft for the continuation of their, well-being.
For me, there was like a big difference from Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2. I love the RPG aspect.
And I didn't like the change.
I didn't like what they did to in Mass Effect 2. They made it more like a shooter. They streamed down the powers,
Exactly.
basically 1, 2, 3, or split off 4A or 4B. And I'm like,
Yeah.
they got rid of the whole thermal clip. They kind of like went back in tech and just gave us thermal clips and like, oh,
Someone
just
get
pop the
teams
thermal
to
clip
lead
if
the
it's
division in
overheating.
line. You should try to
I'm
catch
like,
up. I'll admit,
I don't know.
didn't expect
It was
us to
they
run-
even
Yeah,
made
it's-
I expected dangerous wildlife. Maybe scars.
a meme out of it towards the end when you're talking
I'd
to
actually prefer an
what was that
Ursus.
crazy fanboy from Crossroad 3 Games, Conrad Werner or
I
something
don't
like that?
remember his name. Yeah.
And he
Conrad
ends up
Werner.
being like a super
Someone
smart ass
should take it back from the
scientist.
Strider. Come on home.
Yeah.
That was freaking amazing.
But he's just a huge fan of Commander Shepard.
Yeah. Made me smile when I saw him.
I'm
prance
your
around the
biggest fan.
Copy of the armor.
But,
Yeah, I'm certainly not
But
holding
yeah,
my breath on there being another. I mean, when they basically said with Andromeda, we're not releasing any more content for this game. We're taking our toys and going home because you didn't like us enough.
No, they did that because to me, that was the worst possible outcome. I still can't believe they actually did that and it pissed off the community even more. To me, they should have made it up. It was like, we hear the fans' feedback. Guess what? They should have
Oh,
continued
man.
to support Andromeda. They should have dropped all those freaking character kits that were in development. That game is 2 years old. We would have had 24 new characters. We would have been up to the same amount of character kits that were in Mass Effect 3. I believe in Mass Effect 3 there was 59, maybe 60 different playable characters in multiplayer. When a bunch of them with unique kits.
Hours.
Unique powers. Some of them were not even in use or...
I have that masterwork.
You got another repeat?
Yeah, I got a repeat.
Eat and repeat went out on a boat.
Repeat. Let's see if we can get some good
Land, you bitch!
no land for you.
Nah, man, a dragon's harassing me.
So if Re is female and Repeat is male and Re and Repeat decide to have a baby, is that reproduction? Since you were on that theme before. That's a bad joke, come on.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Yes, it was a bad joke.
The guy that was aimed at, it was completely lost on him too.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's more concentrating on his dragon.
Exactly.
His dragon.
No, dude, I'm trying to kill a blood dragon without getting my butthole eaten, okay?
Go for it, man.
It's not as easy as it sounds. Where is the... Oh, okay, no.
Alright. Let's do a quick Heart of Rage for the Stronghold for the dailies.
I suppose I can do that.
Maybe get
So,
like
but
a
other than the
legendary.
one daily who's got it, the one daily has an Elysian key on it. The rest don't have a key. So do they really serve any purpose?
Just by doing that, getting the key, so you could do a stronghold and unlock a box at the end. That's about it. And then there's like over what?
Well, but what I'm saying is, there's
160
just the
artifacts
one
to
day.
collect.
There's the one daily that has the Elysian. Only one of the dailies gives you an Elysian key, there, right?
Yeah, that means so you can get a key a day, and it's usually
Right.
random.
So
daily
what's the point in
missions,
doing? What's the point in doing the other dailies that aren't? That's what I'm asking. Is what's the point in doing the other dailies that don't have the Elysian key symbol next to them? It's only the one daily that you get a key for. Like on mine,
Come
the
here, there's more
Elysian
than
key
one.
symbol
by
is
doing the
next
other
to.
dailies, there is a chance of higher chance of getting better grade loot, maybe some Mashworks legendary. Because I got legendaries out in free play.
Okay.
I have got them in strongholds, the legendary contracts, the legendary missions. Any of the missions actually.
Fair enough.
Come on, one more.
I need one more legendary mission before
Gotcha.
reset. So if you don't mind running one after this, that would be great. But
No problem.
and then
Okay,
with
I'm
whatever
carrying too
time.
much to be able to.
Whatever time
Ooh,
is
yeah,
left,
that's
I'm gonna
delicious.
do the whatever time is left, I've got my my legendary contracts knocked off.
Cool.
Because I need my masterworks. I need to fill. I want to fill out my masterworks on this character, and then I want to fill out my masterworks on my Colossus. And then I'll worry about getting legendaries on whichever one of them I feel like playing at the time. But at that point, at least I'll be more or less max leveled minus the legendaries.
Well, if you get a
I think I like my-
legendary slot, you'd be like in the 600s, and you'd be doing good from there. You can be. kicking
Yeah, I mean,
ass
I
in
like
GM
my.
too.
I like my Storm. I like my. I like my Storm. I like my Colossus. I need to actually play my Ranger. I really haven't played him much. And I'd like to at least get something other than white objects in my other two slots for my Interceptor.
Well, if you play a bunch, you may get a few parts for.
Thought they fixed that so that you don't get parts for other
Alright.
other than universals.
It's like old times.
I'm hoping for
Oh,
new
my
time,
feet hurt.
you know?
Ah,
Just
shoot
get
off.
going. Monitor's got a major.
But as far as repeat and repeat making a baby for reproduction, I think that is possible, but what would the baby's name be? Repeater?
Repeat her. Repeat her. That's only if it's a girl. Repeat her.
Oh,
Taking a lot of fire.
You can handle it. Keep flying. Need to catch
Repeat Ed. Repeat her if it's a girl. Repeat Ed if it's a boy.
Repeat it.
Oh yeah? Then tell your troops to stop
Repeat
shooting.
Ed. Repeat it. Sorry.
Enjoy what I'm about to do.
now I have no choice but to make my way on down to Markarth. No, you know what? Oh. Back across the lake to
I
Solitude.
always hit the wrong button when I want to drop out of floating. Suddenly I'm flying straight at the thing I'm trying to to get away from.
It could be worse.
Yep.
Have you ever tried to reload or switch weapons or pick up a new weapon when you go to pick somebody up from a down state?
You pretty much just
Like you're-
described my entire. You pretty much described my entire Mass Effect experience.
Yeah.
Oh, I started to say, Mass Effect is the least guilty.
The loss.
Oh my
No
god,
time
try,
to rest. Keep after the monitor.
man, you gotta try, Gears of War sometime.
Destiny was pretty bad that way. I think it was Destiny.
Destiny is horrible. As far as, like, controls go. For... At least X didn't do anything but reload while you're trying to pick people up. And the Ghost was pretty good about recognizing, that you were trying to pick it up.
That's not-
Unfortunately, though, Destiny just has so much going on screen at once that it made it kind of hard to...
I never did get my Krogan Mass Effect 3. That was always a point of
The
sadness.
Warlord?
Yeah, I kept saying I was gonna go back and play that game just so I could get the Warlord and feel like I accomplished it, but
I guess if you just wanted to accomplish, in my opinion, the Warlord wasn't that good for the sole reason that he can't take cover. And unlike the Death Juggernaut, he can be insta-killed. So, on anything silver or higher.
You want to talk about things that were frustrating in that game?
Getting insta-killed?
No, it was
Banshees?
cover. I was well, yeah, the insta-kill was annoying too. I was forever ending up...
Faye? Tell us what's happening.
I was forever, getting hung up on things and caught, and oh, that was so frustrating.
Focus
I'll
be with you soon enough.
That was one thing they definitely fixed in Andromeda was, the fluid moving in and out of cover was so much better.
Oh yeah.
The weird being able to shoot with either hand while I find myself actually frequently in Anthem wanting to switch my gun to the other arm and shoot around a wall, but then I go, wait, normal people don't do that.
Watch out for the
Special people can.
I started to say a lot of Special Forces people can because they're trained to.
Save your breath.
They have this in Vietnam.
I suppose that's true. Special Forces is a little different, but...
And everybody in Mass Effect is supposed to be Special Forces for their kind that you get to play with. You're not just picking up the average Joe soldier.
You ain't no rookie right off the training day.
Yeah. But, especially in the U.S. Army, since Vietnam, anybody higher than basically a private or corporal is taught to try and shoot ambidextrously, just in case one arm's disabled during combat. You still fire.
That's true.
Same goes for the police force. My buddy Spendy says that he actually does his marksmanship reviews with his left hand, so that way, like when he goes to court, they can't say, well, you had a perfect score during marksmanship, why didn't you shoot the gun out of his hand? Or why didn't you shoot him in his big toe to disable him instead of, shooting him in his forehead? Because you can't just answer in open court, it still looks bad on the defense if you tell them I was trained and am good enough to put a bullet in his head 300 meters. I'm not just here to, open up randomly into a crowd. That's for TV.
That's it. Just a few more echoes.
Because, on TV, the guy always makes the perfect shot to shoot the gun out of his hand at the last possible second.
I just want to know which.
And that's what. The one where they just activate on the side of the gun, and then the guy shakes his hand and drops it.
He activates bullet times and gets that perfect shot 100% of the time.
Yep.
All the time in the world.
Shut up, guard. You don't like it with a woman with a weapon drawn? I will stick this blazing sword I got from General Tullius up your ass. Tired of all this sexism in Skyrim.
I invited Azrael to the party in case he wants to join us and say hi.
I'm trying to get Arky and Burn in here. They've been dropping me invites left and right. But I don't think they notice I'm in a party with some people already.
Hate these things.
Circling back around, you never did actually answer what you thought of the ending itself of Mass Effect 3, Chipmunk.
Yes. There were spots that I saw inconsistencies or incongruencies in, but beyond that, I didn't have the negative reactions a lot of people had to it. So.
Well, that's because we put in over 200 hours into making delicate choices and hoarding saves to see what our ending would become to this massive story, only to get it boiled down to 3 choices. Some of us were left a little, I think the kids used the word salty.
Like this can of
Well,
pickles.
you know, and that just strikes me as funny because the reality is that it was most games only give you one ending. And it was fairly, the whole giving you multiple dynamic ending was sort of a new thing at that point.
Yeah, back in the
But-
day.
Except for the fact that Fable 2 did it, and Fable 3
That's
did
true.
it, and Fable did it, and
Can you
I mean,
name any other game that
Well, you-
Fable did it?
That can be healthy.
oh, hold
you,
on, dude, let me go through the game.
I'm sure George has opinions on Fable. But,
Let me,
How's
while
it-
it's loading,
how's it going,
let's
George?
go through the gamer score list.
are you heading out for the night? I saw you were in your main menu. George?
I got stuck in that.
Watch your head. Meteors.
Hey George, how's it going, man?
I may have lost. I don't know. I saw him join the party, but he's not.
No, I'm sorry. I had
there you
a song absolutely cranked up and couldn't hear anything over it, so
Ah.
and I was muted. So
I just crashed and burned.
I'll get you.
Yeah, it says you're in your home screen, so I didn't know if you were heading out.
Changing the storm?
oh no,
I
I
thought I
got
didn't-
kicked out.
Connected to
I
the
got
cenotaph. And
my
now,
jetpack decided to freeze up on me and kicked me to the title screen, or to the home screen.
All
Oh,
kinds
well,
of
when you
strange and deep
live in the middle of-
conversations taking place over here. So
When you live in the
Thought
middle
you-
of fucking Podunkville and your jetpack is your only option for internet, yeah, I guess it's nice. So
oh, I should warn you. I should warn you, by the way, that Zeus is. We're having strange and deep conversations, but Zeus is streaming. So for what that's worth, I'll give you fair
And
warning.
circling back around,
Then-
starting at the
then I'll-
bottom
then I'll-
of
then
the
I'll-
gamer score list, Zeus. Oh, I'm sorry.
then I'll
Hey,
make
just
sure
talk
my
normally,
name
but just
doesn't
not
come
do
through.
shit.
It might not be appropriate for streaming.
Bioshock, 99 Nights, Record of Ocarus
Bloodhound Gang.
War.
the cenotaph. He doesn't have more control.
Huh?
They activated him somewhere
Oh,
else.
Bloodhound Gang. Yeah, we.
What is it? What content do you stream, and exactly when do you stop streaming? I've never quite figured out.
Well, for Anthem, I do all
what's
the
your-
dailies, and I do that as my daily vid for my YouTube channel, which I stream on Twitch. And I just export the live broadcast to my YouTube channel so people can catch it when if
Dang
they
it.
can't catch it when I'm on live.
Fallout 3.
But then they
Um,
fixed the ending. In Fallout
But
3.
Fallout 3, it still had multiple endings.
Yeah, there's always an ending that a cool idea when it's actually hooked up with. But I'm trying to remember.
Oh,
original
there was
ending
the
for
one
Fallout
where you
3.
if you couldn't
Sacrifice
figure out
yourself.
somebody else to sacrifice themselves for you, you did it. But then basically you got immediately brought back to life to go and do
Oh, I just aggroed
DLC.
this dude.
But hold on, you asked for other franchises though. I'm naming them up: Dragon Age, going up to this, and of course Dragon Age 2. Dungeon Siege had multiple endings.
Yeah, but did they have more? Did many of them have more than 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gone.
I just thought
The cenotaph.
I just thought that far back that it wasn't quite
Let
as.
it go.
Knew you had
Prevalent.
it, Faye. Wasn't
Oh,
worth
I'm
it.
just Dead Island had a couple of different ways it could end. Hold on, I'm still going. I got a lot of Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.
Yeah, they had a tie-in with Mass Effect with the armor set. Remember the Reckoning armor and the Trockrum launcher?
Yep. Dead Rising I want to swear had a couple of different ways it could end.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Yeah, but I believe Mass Effect was one of the games leading the charge of dynamic multiple endings and multiple scenarios throughout the storyline.
Multiple scenarios throughout the storyline. Yes, but multiple endings based on your choices up to that point in the game were kind of like, I'm not going to say been there, done that, but they were definitely a lot more prevalent than people thought. Now, what we also thought was that, like Dragon Age, where you could get a couple of different endings based on, for each character's opening, we thought that, you know, based on your choices, you were going to get an entirely different ending than the guy next to you. And again, what wound up happening was everybody, no matter what you chose, got the same 3 endings, which is why we got the Dusty Mouth.
Got a Masterwork Black Eyes.
Not bad.
That was
good,
the problem that at least I personally had with 3. But I was asking you, as someone who only played 3 and didn't have, you know, 500 hours and like 40 different saves per game and multiple start overs because of the sale of a console and all of this together, what you thought of the ending of the game. I wanted an outsider's opinion, and I got it.
Yeah, I thought it was just a lot of Masterworks, so I got 3 of them. I got Black Eyes, Bloodlust, and Amulet of Winter.
Well, I got 6 Masterworks out of that one. Let's see what's Stasis Chain.
Black Ice isn't a primer or a detonator?
Black Eyes should be a detonator, but I think if you hit a group of enemies, it also primes them, which is pretty sweet. Oh, dude, if you could get that with 100% charge, have 2 have 2 charges on that one power, it's super sweet. You can chain them one right after.
I haven't actually used Glacial Spear at all at this point.
It's the same thing or similar to like an anime, like Kamehameha Blast from Goku. It's just ice, a nice blast, and it's freaking pinpoint, good damage. Took them dark. I know if you pair up Black Ice or the equivalent of Epic Seal with there's an ice one for the left bumper that you just throw, I think it's Hellstorm. Like actually it primes, but it doesn't say it primes. That's a real good one too. For a nice combo.
I've got Winter Heart. I've been using Winter Heart and which is a Masterwork, and Burning Orb, which is not, because I haven't gotten the.
I got hit the 4 because apparently my bolt's full.
Okay, yeah, I was actually to prevent having to go to the fort. I was cleaning out all the junk out of what I picked up, but that I probably should go to the fort.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more.
Is there an advantage in terms of your pickup? Well, I guess it wouldn't matter because your, I keep wanting to call it light level, but your suit level.
Light level, power level, it's all the same.
6 of one, half dozen the other.
Yeah.
Does it really affect that much? In other words, is it... So, like, for example, I'm using Elemental Conduit and Elemental Synergy because I don't yet have a Masterwork version of those. Mm-hmm. So is it actually worth my replacing some of those with Masterworks and losing the bonuses from them just to get my level up?
In a way, yes and no. If they have something similar to the stats, the bonus stats that you have, I say it's worth dropping the epic and moving up to the masterwork. Or if you just try and get or build out your build, and you just try and hit the highest power levels, that way you could get the higher gear, like max out your character. Just start swapping out the parts for the masterwork version of it, and just forget about the bonuses. If it pairs up well, you're lucky. Because you'd be finding yourself.
Well, it's like elemental synergy.
Grinding just to get to that.
Elemental synergy gives me like an extra 50% base damage to my, blasting stuff. So, as opposed to like Amulet of Winter, which is like a 5%, ice effect.
Yeah, I think they should bump those up to at least 15% of damage. 5%, it's just a trickle in the bucket. Give me a moment. Alright folks, since I got a max vault limit, and I know you guys don't want to see me sitting here for another 30 minutes going through this and clean that up, I'm going to end the stream right here, so do what you guys do best. Hit me up with a comment down below, leave a like, don't forget to share the video, I'd really appreciate if you do. And if you're catching that replay back on my YouTube channel, you know what to do. Hit that sub notification button over there, so you can catch all the daily goodness. And if you're lucky and catching me live on Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button as well on there. Catch me gaming live. I stream live every night. So once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.